Well, you always say, being an entrepreneur, you have to have a certain level of risk tolerance.
Absolutely.
What's your risk tolerance in 2025?
It's high.
Yeah?
It's high. I mean, I'm 50.
Why is it high?
For me, I'm 50.
I know you always say it's 55. I'm not doing it forever. You got to scale.
No, but I'm 57 years
57?
old.
Yeah.
I've seen everything that I can. I've been blessed to do, I've never had a job I didn't like. I've only had 2 jobs, but I've never really had a job I didn't like. My kids are going off to college. I've done what I can. They're 18. The other ones are older and out. I have nothing to lose. Like houses, monies, cars, that ain't nothing. I have absolutely nothing to lose. And so I am all in on being loud, proud, and factual.
Yeah. See, I love talking to people like you, especially when people get older. It's like, listen, there's
a level of freedom.
No tongue no more, right? That's it. There's a level of freedom.
I'm holding it all in now.
They can't touch you. They can't touch you.
Well, they can, but that's okay.
Yeah.
When I first started Agency 3, it was funny. It was all black men that I had hired, just by happenstance, and there was another gentleman who was older, and then youngins, and we were like, "What would you die for?" And they couldn't think of anything, and I was like, I would die for my people. And they were like, what? And I was like, it's just a generation, right? Like, I don't exist in and of myself. There is no Melissa Bradley without my mom, Joan. There's no Melissa Bradley without every other black person that's walked into a building before me. And so I've got to figure out what is my contribution, because I'm trying to leave it better than when I came.
Yeah. Well, a lot of your work, right, if you go back, it's been, really catered in D.C., DMV area, and you've been really trying to change the mindset of entrepreneurs, allow them to believe that stuff is possible. You don't have to end up like your grandparents did or your mom, dad. You can think differently.
Yep.
You can look at entrepreneurship as this thing to get you out of the circumstance. That mindset change, right? It probably worked for a few years. Are we still in that? Do you still see that we're going through that mindset shift?
I think all we have right now is a mindset shift, because we can't control anything else, right? But we have over 10,000 entrepreneurs all across the country, as well as in Canada and in Africa. And I think what is universal about all those geographic differences is you have full control of how you show up as a founder. You have the opportunity to build your culture and change it. You have the opportunity to read those financials and take away whatever your perspective is. You have full control. And I think what's happened, particularly for founders of color and women, is that we don't know how to walk into that power because it's so new. I think what I would say to entrepreneurs now is be mindful of your risk tolerance, right? There is no pride that you have emptied out your 401k to start a business that does not succeed, right? I care about wealth building, and I recognize that entrepreneurship is one path. What we have seen is that while most businesses fail within 5 years, the research we've done says that black businesses last at least 8.5 years. But that longevity does not correlate to capital, access to capital revenue. And my prior research showed that it costs at least $250,000 for a black founder, more, $250,000 more for a black founder to start the same exact business as their white peer. So we're already in the hole, and then we keep going, and we're keeping these businesses, and nobody's giving us capital. I think we have to figure out, are we willing to risk wealth to get more? I'm a gambler. I go to Vegas. Sure. But not everybody can do that. If you've got kids, you've got family, you've got black tax. And so I just think we have to be very thoughtful and figure out at the onset, what is our risk to lose everything? Because it is possible.